We're gonna learn some new things. I seem to remember teaching you all about the importance of eggs in a life's class together. I noticed everyone using the Pokedex. Registered Pokemon born from eggs, as well as those encountered via other methods. But don't worry about that. I'm the one who developed the Pokedex app. It was way before I started teaching here at the Academy, though. Back then, I was a researcher. In fact, Director Clavel wasn't working in education at the time, either. He was researching alongside me at the same facility. Got the research Pokemon together day in, day out. Real fun times. I got yelled at all the time, though. Aw. How do you get to this? Pretty sure I was talking about the Pokedex. Teach you about catching Pokemon. Please. Don't.
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 Inflict it with a status.
Don't teach me something I already know.
Yep. To catch a Pokemon this late in the game, you have the 5th gym battle. Give it a status affliction.
Bruh.
Sleep and freeze are better than the other 3. Got him. Also use catching power foods to use better Pokeballs. Yep. Class. What do they mean don't forget this will be on the test? It's just Joku, right?
That's a Joku dial, right?
Oh no, that's a midterm. I have a biology midterm.
Oh no.
Today is the midterm exam. Feels good to fill all those empty spaces on the answer sheet, doesn't it? Take your time and contemplate the questions carefully. What button would you use to let him walk outside with you? That is the ZR button. Combine one letter and one number below to correctly say when and where eggs are found. During picnics in your basket. Which of the following is an effective way to warm up eggs? Walking around. But will not make Pokemon easier to catch. Giving them a berry does not make them easier to catch. What will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher and higher levels? Gym badges.
Yeah.
This will not affect your grade. How do you like the Pokedex? It's easy to use. I'm happy to hear your honest opinions.
Oh my gosh.
It is easy to use. Oh, he just wants to know.
He wants. Also, he has hexagons, which means he's the bestagon.
Hexagon is the bestagon. Last question was just something that I'm personally curious to know. Don't tell the director about it, okay? Grades right away. I'm sure you're all looking forward to seeing how you did. You must get 3 questions right to pass the exam, and 4 questions correct to pass the final exam. 5 out of 5, we pass.
Nice.
5 small EXP candies. Cool. Oh yeah, and I gotta say hi to them to get to continue their own things. Ooh, another biology class. I love it. He just wanted to know how we feel about the Pokedex. How's it going? He just wanted to know.
It's so cute.
We're gonna learn something new today. You all did really good in your midterm exam. Thanks for answering my little question at the end, too. I'm sure to keep your responses in mind. Heading into the last half of the classes. Time for knowledge to evolve and grow, just like the Pokemon. Evolution. Yep, evolution. We're gonna learn about evolution. As a Pokemon battle and level up, they learn moves and get stronger. Some Pokemon, once they level up enough, The appearance change and the stats increase, sometimes by a lot. That's evolution. Pokemon become stronger when they evolve, making them trusty partners in battle. But some people prefer to keep their Pokemon in their adorable pre-evolved states. To do this, you need to remember a certain button when the Pokemon begins to evolve.
Is it B?
Yep. Press the B button. B for best answer. To stop them from evolving, just press the B button. If you press it soon after the Pokemon begins to evolve, you'll stop it from changing. Or just give it an Everstone. Yep. Others must have to learn a specific move or defeat a specific Pokemon in battle to evolve. The way Primeape evolves into Annihilate. What do you mean Primeape evolves?
In where?
Primeape evolves into Annihilate? Okay. There's a certain move that... What do you mean you're out of time? No, I want to learn that. I want to know. Come on. You can't just do that to me, man. What do you mean Primeape evolves? What do you mean? I have another biology class. We're going in. We're going in. I need to know. I'll learn some new things. Remember the final question of the midterm exam? Director Clavel found out about it somehow and I got yelled at. Oh.
Aww.
Apparently he could tell I was hiding something just by looking at me. Must have noticed all the color flush right out of my face. Speaking of color, today is to teach you about the colors as they pertain to Pokemon. But where are we gonna get the Primeape? Oh, we talk about shiny. Kinda. Yep. Shiny Pokemon. It's quite rare to cross paths with one. Does anyone know what the likelihood of finding a shiny is? 1 in 4,000. Yes. They appear at a rate of 1 to 4,000. Probability of encountering one is the same in the wild, the same as catching one from an egg. Eggs from a pair of Pokemon raised around differing languages are a special case. There's a higher than average chance that a shiny will hatch from those eggs.
I can't believe they're teaching us about shinies.
Haven't been able to figure out why that is just yet. Also heard rumors of a charm that increases your likelihood of finding shinies when you have it in your bag. Can you believe it? This claim can't be scientifically verified, but it sure would be fun if it were true. Gosh. So the shiny charm does exist still. That's good. I can't believe they're passing on the Masada method, making it canon, and officially acknowledged by people. Alright. Let's see what math has for us. Fortune telling, horoscopes. This is math. Teach you all about the topic of luck. Sometimes you see the following phrase crop up behind Pokemon battles. A critical hit. When it lands a crit, the damage it deals is increased by half. Alright, yep. It is truly luck that determines whether your Pokemon lands a crit or when it's landed on it. Don't know what the percent chance is. As 4%. Yep. Roughly 4.17%. The odds are more favorable for certain moves like Stone Edge and Shadow Claw, which have a 12% chance. You can also use Focus Energy or Dire Hit to increase it by 2 stages, which is a 50% chance to land a critical hit. Pretty neat. boy, time for the midterm of math. Alright, we're doing math midterm. When water gun hits a fire type, it does double damage. When Razor Leaf is a fire type, it does half damage. You spend 2,000 Poke. That gives you 11 Pokeballs. Is the Premier Ball. 4% chance for a crit. It does 1.5 times as much damage. Pivot. Please give me the EXP candy. I got them all right. Give me the candy. Thank you for candy. What else does math teach me? Does it teach anything interesting? Some of you earn perfect scores, others seem to have a bit of trouble. I can tell you all tried your best. That's math. At least every last one of you passed, though. This means you all love numbers. I don't know about that. Speaking of sharp, do you know how the word applies to Pokemon battles? Stat boost. Oh, that's right. Some things can raise your move by 1 stage. Things sharply increase by 2 stages. Then things drastically increase by 3 stages. Using sword stance once makes you do double damage. Using it twice makes it do triple? Yep. Purple damage. 300 does triple damage. If it rose 1 stage, rose sharply, rose drastically. X attack and X special attack sharply increase your stats. Good. Oh, I guess I'm taking history. My name is Ryford. With history, we're going to unravel the marvels of history.
Let's go.
As we remember from last class, Area Zero's great era of exploration began 2,000 years ago. Era lasted for approximately 1,000 years, but not a single soul was able to venture all the way to the deepest reaches of Area Zero. Having poured much of its human and financial resources into an exploration for Area Zero for so long, the Paldean Empire fell into decline. 200 years later, or 800 years ago, the Empire and its surrounding nations united into one entity. This is the formation of Paldea as we know it today. The academy where you're now filling your young minds with knowledge was also established at that time, apparently. In fact, the school building, though certainly having undergone repairs through the years, is just as it was when it was built so long ago. The very structure is a piece of history. Things of old are truly splendid. Certainly prefer it not to have the Pokeball portion, though. It's a relatively new addition. Ah, yes. Approximately how many years ago? That's 800. I was reading it out loud, that's why I know.
Yeah.
I hate nothing more than when a student only pretends to listen. Academy was constructed exactly 805 years ago, to be precise. In other words, the Academy here is 805 years old. At the time, it offered state-of-the-art facilities and a uniquely innovative curriculum. As such, people used to say, those seeking knowledge need look no further than the grapes of Paldea. That's right, they're referring to Yuva Academy. It's said that this proverb of sorts was even used outside the Paldea region. Really? Midterm. Summon your historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your mind and answer the questions.
Whoa.
What is the name of the geological formation in the center of the Paldea region? The Great Crater of Paldea. What is long believed to rest in the depths? A treasure. How many years ago did they begin to rule? 2000. The building is exactly 805 years old. Those seeking knowledge look no further than the grapes of Paldea. Time is up. Put your writing utensils down. The last questions are freebie. Even the least capable of you surely padded your score there. Really hope you did anyway. This ends midterm examination. Cool.
Damn.
Damn. To be fair, that's a school motto. That is a freebie.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to be so cold about it.
She doesn't.
I think she's just bitter about not being able to explore the unknown.
She is. I said I like her classes. They just give lore.
Yeah.
I think each gym badge gives me one class with every teacher. Yeah. Hoping to continue unraveling the marvels that history has presented to us today. However, I imagine your ability to concentrate has been spectacularly derailed by my midterm. I suppose changing things up for fun and variety may be a good idea every now and then. Allow me to tell you an old fairy tale that has been passed down in Paldea for generations.
Oh.
Once upon a time, there was a king who very much enjoyed collecting treasure. He's particularly fond of treasures from other countries. One day, a merchant from the east heard rumors of this king and came to meet him. The merchant laid out 4 treasures in front of the treasure-loving king. 4 treasures were as follows: a vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. Seeing such rarities before him, the king leaped with joy. He showered the merchant with gold coins and claimed all 4 of the treasures for himself. One of the treasures was a set of tablets. What do you think these tablets were? Medicine you chew, handheld electronic devices, wooden planks for writing on, I'm thinking. Correct. Your daily pursuit of knowledge serves you well. These particular tablets were wooden and used as a writing medium in the East in ancient times. As you may know, they fell out of popular use as paper became more universally available. The king to consider these paper substitutes treasures, they must have been of superb quality. That, or perhaps they had some amazingly profound teachings written on them. So the king obtained these 4 treasures, and on that very night, it said that a terrible disaster rained down upon his castle, reducing it to rubble by dawn.
Oh.
Is that time already? I wasn't done with my story, but alas, so ends today's lesson. If you're interested how the story ends, you may come see me outside class hours. I'm going to do that. Give me the lore. Give me the lore directly into my veins.
Crave the story.
Yeah. Also, what else does she have for history? I'm not particularly interested in too many of these classes. But the biology is pretty good. The history is... whoa. Lore of the region? Yes, please. let's unravel the past. I trust you all remember our lesson before the midterm exam concerning the great crater of Paldea and its interior Area Zero. This mysterious crater captured the imaginations of many, including the former Paldean emperor. 200 years ago, a group of explorers claimed to have finally reached its depth. The name of the team that achieved this great feat was the Area Zero Expedition. The team is said to have been made up of Paldea's best and brightest. Skilled battlers, brilliant researchers, talented individuals of all kinds. Among the list of team members was the name of a man who was an author and brilliant natural historian, Heath. After returning to the expedition of Area Zero, he used his literary talent to record the events of the expedition and publish them. Heath, huh? What's the name of the team that first made it? The Survey Corps. Nice little nod. No, the Area Zero Expedition. To pick up on and remember a term I simply slipped into the flow of a lecture. Really are quite a clever one. The correct name is the Area Zero Expedition. Record of their activities written by the expedition member Heath can be found in the bookstores and the like even today. The record is known as the Violet Book. At the time, the entire region of Paldea was absolutely buzzing about Area Zero. Violet Book was so popular that practically everyone had a copy. However, the book itself was full of fantastical descriptions and illustrations of things that could never be thought of as real. The masses began to call Heath a liar. Even the truth of the expedition making it to the bottom of the crater is called into question. The Violet Book was condemned to the shelves of used bookstores as just another book of wild paranormal stories. There's a copy on one of the bookshelves on the ground floor of the entrance hall. Feel free to have a read if you're interested. I am definitely going to check it out, because it sounds like Avery is looking at that book for the Urban Mystica.
Uh-huh.
Where is... Oh, there she is. It isn't Ouija from Class 1A. I'm perhaps interested in the rest of the old tale I told you in class? Yes. It is convenient that you would take the bait I presented in class. A vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. After obtaining these 4 treasures, the king's castle was destroyed. Why, you ask? Because these 4 treasures were actually 4 Pokemon. These Pokemon were passed from human hand to human hand as treasures. They slowly became tainted by hubris and greed. Finally, after coming in contact with the rapacity of the king at that time, they awakened as disasters and began to rampage out of control. The king called for renowned Pokemon wielders to defend the country. After a fierce battle, these incarnations of disaster were quelled. It is said that these 4 Pokemon were then sealed away somewhere in Paldea. What do you think? Would you say the story is just make-believe? No. No. Very astute of you. I read many historical disaster reports, personal stories, and the like. There's so much to support the truth of this story. If I'm able to prove the story's veracity myself, I'll be sure to let you know. Ooh, good. Still investigating that old fairy tale. Sword. Huh. Oh, the Violet Book! Oh, there's a lot here. Photograph the survey team's point of ingress at the crater, which is visible from the background. Luck favored us with fine weather, making it for a smooth outside. The clouds obscure the crater's distant depths. The treasure of legend is said to lie. Now, onward and downward. Within the great crater of Paldea lies the mysterious Area Zero, a place home to many such landscapes such as plant life and such Pokemon as we have never seen. It is inhospitable to human life, and as such, I suspect something altogether unknown to humankind sleeps in its depths. A photograph of a spot where the survey team rested on day 2 of the expedition. Note the strange symbols inscribed on the ground here. Were they left by explorers in the time of the Paldean Emperor, or could they be older still? Regardless, they seem as if they must hold something. Okay. The ledges form a spiral down the inner walls of Area Zero, offering a path of descent. Vegetation and sources of water are here as well. Legends tell that precious stones and wondrous fruits have long slept in Area Zero's depth, protected by some manner of guardian.
Huh.
Sketches by a survey team member. Surprisingly, the Pokemon species we observe in the upper strata of Area Zero seem little different from those seen outside the crater. Now and then I hear unfamiliar cries from the lower strata. Monsters of Area Zero. As we descended further into Area Zero, we began to catch glimpses of mysterious Pokemon. Though we wondered if these compact, cruel beasts were indeed Pokemon at all, one of our team suffered a brutal blow from such a beast and was mortally wounded, forcing us to retreat at the time. Like Iron Treads.
Yeah.
Remember, the survey team captured this photograph by chance. I noticed the passing resemblance to the Pokemon I was drawing fan, yet differences such as its texture and the way it moves suggest it is a biologically separate. Say nothing of its treads of iron. The Herba Mystica. This is the book he's using.
Yeah.
Here's plates. During our descent to Area Zero, we came across a buried metal plate inscribed with a strange symbol. We attempted to shave a piece off of the plate, but failed to leave even a scratch. Even determining the nature of the metal seems beyond modern science. We know not why the inscription was made, let alone how.
Huh.
The legendary treasure. Countless days into our descent, we reached the last of very depths of the Great Crater. There we found a cave
Salt.
with formations of gemstone, shining blindly bright as far as we could see. Perhaps the strange light itself is the guardian sent to watch over treasure deep within the cavern.
Oh, the Terratize?
The terastallizing. They look like the terastallizing crystals.
Yeah.
Are they appearing here because they're emerged? That's Rizion!
What's he doing here?
The drawing of fantastic Pokemon is envisioned by our sketch artist. The compactness and cruelty of the strange Pokemon that dwell in Area Zero's lower reaches tickled the artist's imagination, prompting this sketch of what other species that inhabit this depth might look like. That's just Rizion!
Yeah, but they don't know.
They don't know. To be fair, that's over in Unova. Unova itself is a fairly recent establishment, I think. Phantom Memory? During the exploration of Area Zero's depth, I, Heath, strayed from the team and was later found unconscious. When awoken, I could only recall speaking with someone in a familiar place, as if in a dream. I was found holding the page shown here. The handwriting is my own, but I have no memory of writing this.
A hexagon?
A hexagon. But that's the terastallizing symbol. Huh.
A mystery.
A generous sponsor. The author, Heath, pictured with the director of Uva Academy.
Oh, he looks pissed.
You do. The Academy's generous funding made the Area Zero expedition possible. The data gathered has been shared with the Academy in hopes that it will aid in the institution's research work and foster future generations of scholars and scientists. It looks just like Director Clavel, who was probably an ancestor.
He looks very pissed.
Yeah. What else? About the author. Keith, author of the Violet Book, shown here with his partner, Cyclazar, a natural historian as well as a writer. He was chosen for the Area Zero expedition and penned this account upon returning to the Great Crater of Paldea. Cyclazar aided the expedition as well by bearing the team's luggage and equipment. A Pokemon? While separated from the research team in the crater's depths, I found a strange entity. Whether it was a Pokemon or even alive at all, I know not. It bore a shell with layers of overlapping hexagons and gleamed brighter than gemstone. Viewed as a whole, it resembled a mysterious, brilliant... What is that?
Veiled as a whole. Mysterious. Brilliant Dusk? It's a Pokemon.
It's censoring 2 letters. I just don't know what it is.
It makes me think of that one rock Pokemon with the magic glowing crystal stuff going on in her.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not.
It might be.
It could be.
It could be. Huh. Maybe I need to find maybe I need to learn more.
Yeah.